Hello, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We're back reacting to episode 3 of WandaVision. This show is weird and trippy, and I love it. What happened last time on WandaVision? So last week they released the first 2 episodes. If you haven't seen my reaction to those already, go watch them. They're in the channel somewhere under the playlist WandaVision. So Wanda and Vision are living in this neighborhood, this like idyllic 1950s, 1960s neighborhood, at least for the first 2 episodes. And the theory, I guess, is that Wanda is creating this like her like perfect version, her perfect vision of what a stable family home would be, like what her life with Vision could be if they were just like normal people and they never went through any of this Avengers stuff, like, or I guess not necessarily if they never went through this stuff, but like if they were able to separate and just live a normal life. And I'm guessing that she just like went to this neighborhood and took it over, and everyone there like already lived there and is now like under a spell. That's my theory. Because there's brief moments where they like something from the outside intrudes, and then they, for a moment, like break away, and like Dottie is like, "Who are you?" Or like the boss from episode 1, he's like, where did you come from? And his wife is like, stop. Like, she's begging Wanda to stop. Like, stop doing this. And yeah, so episode 1 was like 1950s era television, very like I Dream of Jeannie, Dick Van Dyke, things like that. And episode 2 was like Bewitched. And episode 3, it looks like they could be veering into like 1970s television. I don't know what was going on in the 70s. Like, is it going to be the Brady Bunch? Was that on in the 70s? I don't know. I wasn't alive, so who knows? I'm lucky I knew what the previous shows were going off of. So, if you know what shows they were not parodying, paying homage to, if you know what show they're doing for episode 3, let me know in the comments. Yeah, but there's all these little subtle things where like the world is not quite right, and they're a big bad of some sort is behind it. Agnes is involved, probably Mephisto, but and Wanda's pregnant. She's gonna have some kids now. So yeah, crazy stuff is happening. Before we jump into it though, please consider leaving a like on the video. That means a ton, gets that dopamine going. Subscribe if you want to see more of reactions from myself, or just like WandaVision in general. Like, if you like WandaVision, subscribe to me. Or you can watch any other show that I'm watching. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, or if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But I think that's all I got to say before we jump into it. So let's jump into it. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry. This is the Brady Bunch. Oh my goodness. Yo, Paul Bettany looking built, son. The Brady Bunch.
Yep.
It's a baby.
Pregnant.
Ha. Hilarious. This is like an exact recreation of the Brady Bunch, I feel like.
It's just kind of suddenly, quite suddenly, wasn't it? I mean, practically overnight. I mean, how did this happen?
You see, When a man and a woman love each other very much.
I made this exact joke while watching Bridgerton. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they give a special hug.
Hypothetically speaking, what size fruit would it be at, say, 12 hours?
Pardon? 12 hours?
Well, I think this line
Yeah,
of questioning
like,
is fruitless.
theoretically, factor in magic, reality warping stuff. What's your professional opinion, Doc?
Every new father-to-be gets nervous.
Well, I have nerves of steel, so there goes your theory, Mr. Doctor.
Vision, why don't you see the doctor?
I'm off. Bermuda, baby.
Yes.
Agnes is gonna know. What the frick are you doing, pal?
Hey, Hop! Think you might have taken the head swimming a little too far there, old chum.
So I have. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
They're like Westworld hosts off their loop. The world is breaking.
I can't wait to be a proud papaya.
Shut the F up, Vision. That was too good. You're so freaking good. Dad joke prime already.
Don't be silly. All I feel is excitement, happiness, and oh,
Kicking? Already?
This is hyper accelerated.
sensation. It's kind of fluttery.
It's like an alien. They're gonna pop out your chest.
I do that. I didn't mean to.
Well, if that was the first kick, that puts you at about 6 months.
Wanda, who have you been spending time with?
I can't wait to meet you, little Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking Tommy.
Isn't
Just a nice classic
Frick.
all-American.
What is the
name.
kid? Billy Wiccan or whatever? Wiccan and Speed?
All the world's a stage. I think we have an understanding. Start the clock. Time.
1
Your
second.
personal best.
Yes. We have nothing if not prepared.
Oh.
Braxton Hicks contractions, also known as false labor, usually starts in the 3rd trimester. Named after John Braxton Hicks in
Yeah, we don't need the whole history.
Oh, excellent. Gives us...
Yeah, it's not working. I can still feel it.
Dodgeball.
What's happening now?
Let's abandon the kitchen!
Well, I don't know about abandon the kitchen. Maybe just chill out. What the frick is happening?
Stopped.
What is this show?
Phil,
Oh, I thought that Jones was
do these earrings
in
look fat?
their house. I was like, what?
Oh, thank God.
Do these earrings make me look fat?
Fake attraction.
They do, Dottie.
Who knows what will happen when the real thing
Start working out. Jeez.
Do you think that...
But it's more than that, isn't it? This room is his heart. Dinner. Outside with her.
Vision. Are you?
Something's wrong here, Wanda.
Vision's figuring it out?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Oh, Wanda, you rat bastard.
The truth is, we are in.
Mm.
And you know what?
Wanda,
I'm anxious.
for reals, yo,
We just don't know.
let him be aware that he is not alive.
Will the baby be...
I thought you said Friday afternoon.
He's floating.
The timings between developmental benchmarks could be quite random. The show's so weird. It gives you these brief moments of like they realize what's happening, and then her water broke right there.
This?
Yes, dear?
My water just...
Yo,
Yes, dear.
that's so gross. If that's her actual water.
That ain't just regular water coming from the ceiling. If it's metaphorical that her birth water is raining down on them, get your
Escape
hair
to a
done
world
or
on
go to
your
a
own,
spa.
where your problems float away. When you want to get away, but you don't want to go anywhere.
Sokovia?
Hydra Silk. Find the goddess within.
Hydra. That's right, ridiculous that just worked. What's that bird noise making? Who's making that noise? Yo, there's no hiding that you're that pregnant.
Wanda, what's up?
Monica!
I think it's just here under the sink.
Right in there?
What is happening?
Bingo. Would you look at that? What? Fruit. Wanda. Thank you.
Yo, Monica, come on, girl. I know you're under this spell, but get with the program.
I've got a question.
Is that a stork?
Oh, look at me going on and on like you got all the time in the world. Let me go and get out.
No, tell me about the temp job.
The stork is bringing her babies, literally.
Yesterday, I couldn't get out one word, let alone a whole pitch. So I'm trying.
What is happening?
In the book to help this poor man. I'm hiding behind filing cabinets and. What was that? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh,
It was
she's
like a chattering sound, like.
breaking free.
That's my new ice maker built right into the fridge.
Oh.
Come on, Monica!
Now at this point, I am. Do y'all still keep those in your spare room? Because I was hoping you wouldn't mind.
Girl,
sharing with your good
that's baby
friends.
room up in there. Ooh,
Is
strategic.
that what I think it is?
Strategic stork. You're a genius.
It's coming. Oh, the baby's coming.
You're pregnant?
Bermuda awaits, and my car decides to poop out right at this.
You can't leave the town, man.
Mr. Vision, is everything?
You know you're breathing, right? Wanda?
Is she gonna force her out of the town when she has her baby? Like she's expelling a baby, but instead she's expelling Monica. Jeez. She's gonna push you out of this town, girl. Never mind. She has not been expelled yet. Where's the other one? You know there's two, right? Isn't there two? That kid's got weird eyes.
Don't you want to meet your son as yourself?
Yeah, there's another one. Just.
I think you might have what it takes to be a nurse.
Allow me to walk you out, Doctor.
Or a doctor.
As long as I don't think we'll get away after all. Small towns, you know.
So hard to leave.
So hard to escape.
Yeah. They can't get away.
Remarkable day we're having. So,
She wants to know about Geraldine.
Oh, sure did. But Ralph looks better in the dark, so I'm not complaining.
Ralph doesn't exist. Howdy, neighbor.
Can you believe it?
Twins! Paging Jake Peralta.
brother. His name was Pietro.
The fourth wall. Break it. Come on. Yeah, she's remembering why she's here. The spell is slipping a little bit.
He was killed by Ultron, wasn't he?
Yo, don't say that out loud. She'll kill you.
What did you say?
I said,
She said Ultron killed your brother.
you're such a strong lady. Should I,
I
say
think-
it one more time for good measure?
I think
No.
Monica's aware now.
What did you say about Pietro? Oh, I think you should leave.
Oh, Wanda, don't be like that.
Sword.
She has no home.
She came here because. She came here because. She came here because we're all.
She came here because we're all what? What are you
Trapped.
doing
You're all
What
trapped.
is that? What?
Came here because we're all.
Stop it.
Who are you?
Hey, yo, Wanda, you gonna kill this girl right now? Is that what you think you're about to do? Oh, look at how stern she is.
Well, I better get going.
Agnes, you rat
That macrame
piece
is
of
not gonna
crap.
hatch itself.
Monica's dead body is just on the
That's terrible.
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Wanda! Oh, and the aspect ratio. Yo! The whole end of that episode was just like, oh my god. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna break the fourth wall? No, they were not. My theory was right. I knew all these people were trapped inside this freaking town, and I'm a genius. I'm so freaking smart. Yes. Okay, so this episode, I believe, is paying homage to the Brady Bunch. So Wanda's pregnant, like ASAP, and even Vision's like, "Yo, this is not normal." And okay, okay, never mind. I'll get to that in a minute. And he's asking the doctor. He's like, "Yo, but how big should she be?" Like this isn't normal. Like he's becoming concerned, and he comes back and she's like double the size, and this is not what is supposed to be happening. He's not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be alive, and she's creating the perfect situation for him, and it's just like ugh. And okay, so the more she progresses through this pregnancy, she like rapidly, the more like the labor pains are affecting her powers and things like that. So the whole town, that's why how she's the one controlling the whole town, and it's not Mephisto doing it, it's her doing it. Because when she is experiencing all those things, all the stuff's going wrong in her house, but then it's also happening all over town. So she may have been manipulated at some point. Like maybe she agreed to something. The demon Mephisto was maybe like, you can live this perfect life, you just got to do this. And she agreed to it, and then she was put under the spell, but all like only like halfway kind of. So like there's moments where she, like, something happens that is going to interrupt her perfect dream, and she like becomes cognizant of it and is just like, nope, not happening. Last episode when the beekeeper came in and she was just like, no. And then this episode when Vision sits down and he's like, this isn't right, like the world is wrong, she just like instantly just back. And it's just like, oh, Wanda, stop it. Just stop it, Wanda. Like, she just makes him go back. Another interesting commercial for Hydra Soak. Real nice. And then where poop really starts hitting the fan, Monica Rambeau comes in, Geraldine comes in, and she's, hanging out with, I think her underlying motive is to connect with Wanda, to rescue her. That's her like underlying desire, why she's here in the first place. And so even though she's like under this spell, like she still has this almost innate directive that she doesn't understand, to go hang out with Wanda, all that. And Wanda's trying to pretend that she's not pregnant, that she's not pregnant. A stork is literally there, like, and Monica has to help her deliver this baby, Tommy. And there's twins. Come on, Andy Samberg, come on, guys. And even like Monica's like, what is happening? This is not right. And then she has another one, Billy. And the doctor is like, this is like, the doctor has the moment where he's like, these small towns, so hard to escape. Like, these people are trying to escape. They're trying to get out. They're trying to break free from this. Like, good old Sherbert is being interrogated by Agnes. This proved irrefutably that Agnes is in on this. Like, whoever put Wanda under the spell, whether it was Agnes herself or whoever Agnes works for, Agnes is in on the whole deal. She's asking good old Sherby, why is Geraldine in there? What are they doing? Because she thinks that this real world person is in here to screw up the plan. And so she's wondering, what the frick is going on. And I don't quite know how she I don't know if she has any impact on like Wanda realizing that Monica is Monica. Actually, Wanda doesn't know who Monica is. So she just thinks it's an outsider. But Vision goes out there and he's like, "Ayo, what's up? Why are you guys talking?" And Herb almost gives it up. He's like, "Oh, we're all," and he's about to say, "We're all trapped," or "We're all under control." I can't tell. I don't think they're acting, because the moment where he like saws through some brick, it is like where he's a host off his loop in Westworld. So if he was just pretending like it's like the Truman Show, he wouldn't do that. So I think Agnes has a part in controlling them. She straight up tells him, don't do it. And then she goes back into her like caricature of a person from this time, and keeps on going. And then stuff really hits the fan when they're looking at the babies and talking about twins. And she's like, "I was a twin. My brother Pietro." She starts singing in Sokovian, and that's what triggers Monica, where she's like, it might have been like Wanda's emotions like almost letting her guard down, and then the spell slipping a little bit, because at the same time was when Herb was like, we're all like, he was about to give it up. So it's possible that she was feeling vulnerable and feeling like her guard was coming down, and so the spell in itself was kind of slipping. And Monica just had to be like, "Ultron killed your brother, didn't he?" He's like, "Dude, Monica, if you are cognizant of what's going on, don't say that. Like, what are you thinking? At which point, you know, Wanda's like, what's that? What is that symbol? Like, you're an outsider. Like, get out of here. You have no home. And then she sends her out, and the rest of the sword agents come barreling in to check on her, and you see in all its glory the setup they have watching this town. So in my mind, it's pretty clear Wanda brought Vision to this town because maybe it was her view of like a picturesque neighborhood, and she just kind of like took it over. And these people are trying to break through from their loops. They're trying to get out of this. You know, the doctor is like, I'm leaving to go to Bermuda, and then his car breaks down. Like, they can't leave. Ah, crazy, man. And yeah, Agnes is definitely in on it. I can't wait to watch the new Rockstars video breaking down all the stuff I missed, even though sometimes he gets stuff wrong. Like in episode 2. Agnes was not threatening the mailman. She was flirting with him. Come on. It's plain as day. She's checking out his butt as he walks by. Okay. Let me know what you thought of this episode down in the comments below. What do you think is happening? Like, what the frick is going on? I mean, we know what's going on, but what do you think is going to happen next? What era of television is next up on the docket? If they do one, because this was what, 70s probably, so 80s is next. You know, Stranger Things style stuff, where they got kids. Are there going to be more kids in the neighborhood now? Like, how quick are these kids gonna age? Are they gonna be babies, or are they just gonna magically be like 10? Like, what's the dealio for realio? Yeah, getting out of breath from talking. Yeah, again, let me know down below what you thought of the whole episode, specific things you want to mention. If you liked the video, please leave a like on the video. That means a lot to me. If you want to see more of my reactions to WandaVision, or Bridgerton, or The Expanse, or really any other show that I have playlists for on the channel, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when I upload. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, or if you just want to support me in general, head down to my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But otherwise, I think that's all I got to say. So, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.